Try it yourself, implementing a mobile web page with multiple links. In this try-it-yourself exercise, you'll put a number of web pages together to build a multi-page mobile site. 2 of the pages will be included in the initial HTML doc, and a third will be downloaded and injected on demand. You'll also get a chance to implement swipe events and a page load event. The purpose of this example is for you to learn how to add multiple pages with linking and transitions. The solution files are located in the book's Code Listings archive in the Hour 22 folder. Look for files entitled Hour 2201. You can either load this project on your full fidelity browser, here we're looking at hour2201.html, or if you followed the instructions given in the previous Try It Yourself exercise, and you have the IP address of your Aptana server available, you can navigate to this page on your mobile device and actually test out the swipe events. Here on a full fidelity browser, we're not going to be able to swipe, of course, but notice that we can use the Next button to move from page 1 to page 2 and page 2 to page 3. Page 3, of course, was dynamically injected on demand, as you see. It's a different file name. We can use the Back button to step back through the mobile site. Here we have quite a few moving parts. We have our hour2201.html and hour2201 page3.html. We have hour2201.js, initmobile.js, and our style sheet. First, let's take a look at initmobile.js. The code binds to the mobile init handler and sets the default header and footer themes to B. Also, the code includes a check for mobile function that will adjust the CSS for non-mobile browsers. This function will put the phone image around the mobile content to visualize it better when you're developing. Now let's look at 2201.html, specifically the lines 16 through 23. This code defines the first mobile page using the data role attributes in the div elements. Also notice that there's a navigation button added to the header. This navigation button links to the next page, page 2. Scrolling down a bit, notice on lines 26 through 30, we have code that defines the second mobile page. Specifically in lines 26 and 27, a back button is defined to go back to the first page, and in lines 29 and 30, a navigation button is defined that goes to the external link hour2201 page3.html. This loads the external page and inserts it into the DOM. Speaking of which, there is that snippet page, page 3. This is just a little bit of HTML, but it's all that's necessary to load the page. In hour2201.js, our ready function calls check for mobile. That's in line 2. We then have swipe left and swipe right event handlers that catch the user's horizontal finger swipes and use them to implement page changes. Notice that when the user swipes to the left, the reverse transition is used so that the page swipes with the direction of the user's finger. On lines 9 through 12, we have a page load event handler that adds the URL text to the third web page after it is successfully downloaded and inserted into the DOM. The URL is retrieved from the obj argument to the event handler.